It's not going now. There it is.
3, 2, 1, go. Hey Kinta and Amy, it's Tuesday and this is my very first video, the one by which I introduce myself to the world, so I can't make any mistakes. So I want to talk about women in film because they usually get the short end of the stick. As a member of the human race, I consider the way that film depicts women to be a step backwards for mankind. And as a film critic, I consider the way that cinema depicts women to be shoddy workmanship. The way it focuses on negative stereotypes, cardboard cutouts, and sex symbols. So here, I want to give Steve's 5 depictions of women in cinema which we should forget about sooner rather than later. Number 1, the trophy wife. When the male protagonist starts out from humble beginnings and becomes strong by the rest of the movie, the female character is introduced to showcase his strength, to become a symbol of how far he has come by the end of the movie. She has become a trophy wife. This can be best seen in coming-of-age movies and in superhero movies, like Spider-Man and Kick-Ass. I hate Kick-Ass. Number 2, the nagging wife. Because sometimes the guy just wants to relax and live in peace. But the female character comes in, goes over his shoulder and whispers in his ear like Lady Macbeth, "You see that fruit over there? You should take a bite from that." Or, "You see that boss over there? You should go up to him and demand a raise." Or, "If you loved me, you'd do this for me." All of these are horrible tools used by the movie to move the plot along, but it provides a horrible impression of women to the audience in general. This can be seen with Miss Marcus in It's a Mad, 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 Mad World, and with Daisy from Donald Duck. Number 3, the carbon copy. This happens when a female character is exactly the same as the male protagonist, and makes women seem as a deviation from the original male body. And rather than providing equality between men and women, it just makes one seem the original and the other the deviation of. This can be seen with the Chipettes from Alvin and the Chipmunks. But more than just being a deviation and the original, I also find it kind of creepy. Like, you want to have sex with yourself? Like, it shouldn't be in children's movies like Alvin and the Chipmunks. Prostitutes and strippers is number 4. Because sometimes movies just view women as sexual objects. As a film critic, I dislike this. Because those women only have one personality setting. Horny. But out of all the depictions of women, I consider this the most dangerous, because men start to view women as objects for their own pleasure, and women start to view their bodies as being separate from themselves. This can be seen in Frank Miller's comic books, but also in the original trilogy of Star Wars. In the first 3 films, there are only 3 significant female characters. The rest are all strippers at Jabba the Hutt's palace. Number 5, the hopeless romantic. So you're at your work doing your thing and a friend comes up to you and says you are not happy because you do not have a boyfriend. Well, that kind of scenario completely devalues the single life, and it assumes that the only life worth living is one in which you are in a relationship. Oh, you're not happy. You need to get into a relationship. Any relationship. But that's not the way life works. Relationships don't naturally grant you happiness like that. And this can be seen in almost every romantic comedy ever made. Well, that's everything. Thank you for listening to my spiel. Berg, Kinta, I'll see you Thursday. Amy, I'll see you Monday. Have a good night.